In this video, we're going to be looking at and testing out Ringke's accessories for the brand new Galaxy Fold 6. Here we have a inner film screen protector. We've got a front tempered glass screen protector. We also have camera lens protectors, and we also have their Fusion Clear case. And you're definitely going to want to stick around until the end of the video because I will be doing a drop and a scratch test for the tempered glass, and I guarantee you by the end of this video you'll know whether or not these accessories are right for you. And if you guys do want to pick these up, I will be putting product links in the video description. So first up, let's take a look at Ringke's tempered glass camera lens protectors. So we get two sets of camera lens protectors and some installation tools. So the first thing we need to do is to clean off our camera lenses on the back here with the included alcohol wipes. Make sure you clean them off thoroughly because anything that gets left behind will be stuck underneath the camera lens protectors. So once that's done, you want to dry off the camera lenses. Then take one of the protectors, making sure that we're going to line this up with the camera lenses. This little hole here is meant to be lined up with the little LED on the side here, so make sure it's in this orientation. We're going to peel off the bottom very carefully, then place this over the top of your camera lenses, and then just press this into place. Then once that's done, very carefully lift up on the guide, and you're all set. So if we take a closer look, you can see that it looks like it's supposed to be on the phone itself. It doesn't really add any extra bulk to the camera lenses, and it should fit perfectly within inside the Fusion Clear case, which we will be testing out in just a minute. But that does look super clean. It's nice and clear, so we shouldn't see any issues using the rear cameras either. So here's our rear cameras, and it looks crystal clear to me. I don't see any issues. So now let's install the inner screen protector. So we get two film screen protectors and a cleaning kit. Now before I do this installation, I just want to say this one thing. The only time I would put a screen protector on my phone is if the screen protector that came on my phone was somehow scratched or damaged, or I would just take the screen protector and put it over the OEM one that came on my phone. I would not voluntarily remove the OEM screen protector that came on your phone, again, unless it was damaged. And even then, I think Samsung will replace it for free at least one time. So that being said, I'm just going to take the screen protector and install it over the screen protector that comes on the phone. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to clean off your screen, then dry it off. Then make sure there's no dust on the screen. We're going to take our screen protector here. We need to peel off the number 1. Then we're going to place this over our phone where we want it to be. We don't have an installation guide, so just get it as best as you can. Then we're going to take our squeegee and kind of squeegee this down on our screen. Don't worry about if there's bubbles because this is not going to be the last portion of the installation. Once you have that in place, we're going to take our squeegee, we're going to place it behind the middle of the screen. We're going to lift back on number 2 and squeegee out. Of course, there's a piece of dust on the screen. Then just squeegee out on the screen protector. Try to remove any bubbles that you might see. Then we're going to turn the phone around. Again, we're going to put the squeegee behind the line here. We're going to lift back on number 3 and squeegee out over the phone. And then squeegee out over the phone. Try to remove any bubbles you might see. Then once that's done, we can very carefully peel up on number 4, making sure you don't take the screen protector with it. And there we go. So we do have some bubbling underneath the screen here, as you can see. That's what happens when you try to install the screen protector over the screen protector that's already on the phone. This is what might happen. But you can try to get out any of the bubbles you might see very carefully. The bubbles may disappear over the course of the next day. Let's close up the phone and we'll open it back up. So we do have some bubbles on the screen. As you can see, they're all over the screen, but now your screen is extra protected because there's an extra screen protector on there. It does have like a little bit of resistance to it. It's kind of like one of those self-healing screen protectors. So if you run your fingernail across the screen, that line should disappear within maybe like a couple minutes, and it does seem like it's doing that. But the screen protector is clear. You can see that it is nice and clear. Now let's test out our S Pen, because it does work with the inner display. So let's kind of draw on the screen here. See if we can open up one of our drawing apps. So as you can see, it's drawing fine on the screen. There is a little bit of resistance because of that rubbery type material screen protector, but it does seem to be working perfectly fine. No issues there. So let's take a look at the screen now that we've written all over it. And there is some markings from the S Pen. Those should disappear within a couple minutes. As long as you don't press super hard on the screen, those little markings, I'll show you, the little markings that you make with the S Pen, they should disappear. Let's test out our camera. So here is our front camera. It looks pretty clear to me. The front camera is really not that great to begin with, or the inner camera is really not that great to begin with, but it does seem to work perfectly fine through this screen protector. And then as far as fingerprints goes, it does pick up some smudges, if you guys can see right there on the screen. Let's see if we can, how easily we can wipe those away. Takes a little bit of an effort, but not too bad. They seem to disappear pretty easy as well. So the screen protector really isn't horrible. It's just, again, we're installing it over the screen protector that's on the phone. So you might get these bubbles like I have here. Again, hopefully they should disappear maybe within a day or two, but that is the inner screen protector. And then here we have the Ringke Fusion Clear case. So here is the case. This is the second case that I've seen so far that has like these little rubber hinge pieces on the top and the bottom to help keep these two pieces together on your phone. It is crystal clear and it's made of a hard plastic surrounded by a rubbery type material. So before we put this on our phone, just make sure that you clean off your screen really well, because we do have a sticker here that's going to stick to the glass. And there is also a sticker on the outer and inner portion of the case here that you just need to peel off with these little tabs. And there's also one on the inside. And then peel off the sticker for the front cover. Then we'll take our phone, just press it into the bottom of the case, just like that. And then fold over the top of the case, just like this. And once that's down, run your finger over the edge of the case, just like this, so the sticker stays in place. And there you go. That is the Ringke Fusion case. Feels nice in the hand. It's got some grip to it. Looks great on the phone, doesn't add a lot of extra bulk, but it does have some reinforcements in the corners in case you happen to drop your phone, We have our cutouts on the top. On the side here, we have our cutout for our power button and our volume buttons. We also have our cutouts for our charging port and speaker on the top and bottom. We have a lanyard hole on the side. On the back, shows off the color of your phone through the clear case. It does pick up some fingerprints, not too bad. And then we also do have a raised edge around our camera lenses too. And also note that I do also have the camera lens protectors on there too for extra protection. And it seems to fit perfectly with inside this case. Opening and closing the phone is very easy as well. And as you can see, the case does not move either. That's definitely a plus. So that was definitely an issue for some of the other cases on the older versions of the Folds. When you would open and close the phone, the pieces of the case would slide off. As you can see, it's not doing that with this Fusion case. And you can see the reinforcements in the corners as well. I like that. So when you put your phone on its face or anything like that, it doesn't slide all over the place, and it also has a raised edge to help protect the screen as well. That's a very nice case. And then when you open it up, it also has those corners in case you put your phone down like this. It doesn't really rock all over the place. It rocks a little bit, but it's not horrible. I've always been partial to the Ringke Fusion cases. I actually like the Ringke Fusion clear matte case because it doesn't show fingerprints and it just gives it that nice frosted look. Another really nice thing to note about these cases is there are no gaps even when the phone is closed. I know some cases that I tested on other Folds, like the Fold 5, some cases had that when you closed it up there would be like this horrible gap. But this one looks really nice. All right, everything looking good so far. Now let's move on to the tempered glass for the front screen. So we get 2 tempered glass screen protectors and a cleaning kit. So the first thing we need to do is to thoroughly clean off our screen with the alcohol wipe, then dry off the screen. Then take one of your screen protectors, making sure that the sticker here is on the underside. We're going to take some alignment stickers, which we have here, and we're going to place these on the top and the bottom of the screen protector to help us with the alignment. So it should look just like this. Now, one thing I will tell you, it would probably help with the alignment if we kept the case on, but I'm just going to do this without the case just in case you don't have a Ringke case and you're just using their tempered glass screen protector. So then peel off the protector from the underside of the screen protector, making sure that the camera cutout is going towards the camera on your phone. Hold on to the guides here and we'll place this down on our phone. Once you have it in place, just press down in the middle of the screen and it should adhere to your phone. And peel off our guides. You can use a squeegee to kind of squeegee out any bubbles you might see. We've got a little bubble in the corner here, and it came out looking pretty good. I do have some bits of dust underneath the screen here. That's not the screen protector's fault, that's mine. Alignment actually looks pretty good. So you really can do this without a case, but it might help if you actually had the case on. There's a cutout for our front camera, and we also have a gap all the way around the screen for case compatibility, which we will test out. The edges are also rounded off. As far as touch, nice and smooth, just like the glass that's on the phone. The screen looks crystal clear. Touch working perfectly fine. No issues there. Let's take a look at our fingerprints. It does pick up very light smudges. I don't know if you guys can see right there, but you can very easily, with like hardly any effort, just wipe those away. Looks pretty good. You also don't have to worry about any interference with the camera because we do have a cutout. Now let's put our phone back in our case. And it does seem to fit perfectly with this tempered glass screen protector. The screen protector comes right up to the edge of the case itself. I don't see any lifting, no bubbles. So it seems like it's perfectly made for the Ringke cases. And that's definitely great because you don't want any gaps anywhere on the phone, because that's just more place for dust and things to collect. So very nice. Now your phone is pretty much covered 360 degrees except for the hinge, but you do have front protection, edge protection, and rear camera protection, as well as back protection for your phone. And you can see the back of the case picked up some fingerprints, but again, you can very easily just wipe those away. And in case you're wondering, with the tempered glass screen protector, we still do have a really nice raised edge all the way around the front of the phone with this case. So everything's looking great so far. Now let's move on to the scratch and the drop test for the front tempered glass. So for the drop test, we're going to be dropping a 2.4 ounce steel metal ball at a starting height of 2 feet. If the screen protector doesn't crack, we'll move it up foot by foot until it eventually does. So here we go at 2 feet. Moving on to 3 feet. 3 feet. So this screen protector lasted up until a 3-foot drop. Now let's move on to the scratch test. So regular tempered glass starts to scratch around a Mohs hardness number 6. So we're going to start off with a number 5. Then we'll move on to a number 6. And then a number 7. So if we take a closer look, you can see there are no scratches at the number 5. There are slight at a number 6 and a little deeper at a number 7. So scratch resistance is pretty standard for tempered glass. So installation for the screen protector was pretty easy. It also does seem to be case friendly. It lasted up until a 3-foot drop, and scratch resistance seems to be pretty standard for tempered glass. So those were the Ringke protection accessories for the brand new Galaxy Fold 6. And again, if you guys want to pick these up yourself, I will be putting product links in the video description. And if you guys enjoyed the video, it would really help out the channel if you gave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Like I mentioned before, I'm pretty partial to the Ringke Fusion cases, and this one is no exception. I really do like the fact that it does have the extra protection in the corners, just in case you happen to drop your phone, you know that it's going to be protected. And the fact that it is clear, it just shows off whatever color phone you had chosen. And not only do Ringke's cases keep your phone protected, but they're also priced really well. Out of all these protection accessories, what was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.